What if you had the power to influence anyone's thoughts seamlessly, without them ever realizing it? All right, let's paint the picture. Born on May 6, 1856, in Freiburg, Austrian Empire, Sigmund Freud emerged as one of the most influential figures in the history of psychology. This guy was all about uncovering what makes us tick, from our deepest desires to our wildest dreams. Freud's academic journey began at the University of Vienna, where he studied medicine, with a particular focus on neurology and the workings of the human mind. After completing his medical degree in 1881, Freud delved into research on the nervous system and the brain, laying the groundwork for his future explorations into psychology. Freud's curiosity propelled him towards pioneering a new approach to understanding human behavior and mental processes, ultimately giving birth to the field of psychoanalysis. Throughout his illustrious career, Freud authored numerous groundbreaking works, including The Interpretation of Dreams, 1899, The Psychopathology of Everyday Life, 1901, and Beyond the Pleasure Principle, 1920. Freud, a visionary in unlocking the human psyche, invites us to understand our innermost drives, a necessary step for anyone looking to profoundly impact their world. Now let's talk about the unconscious mind. Ever had a dream that felt too real to ignore? That's your unconscious mind at work, my friends. At the core of Freud's revolutionary theories lies the concept of the unconscious mind, a realm teeming with repressed thoughts, desires, and memories that exert a profound influence on human behavior. Think of it like the backstage area of your brain, where all the action happens behind the scenes. By diving into the unconscious mind, Freud reveals how our hidden desires shape our lives, urging us to communicate in a language that resonates with these unseen forces. His groundbreaking journey into the depths of the human psyche symbolizes a bold leap into uncharted territory, characterized by his pioneering use of psychoanalysis. With our guide of today, we are delving deep into the labyrinth of the psyche, uncovering hidden truths and unlocking your full persuasion potential with this 5 keys to talk to the subconscious mind, where the seeds of transformation are sown. Appeal to unconscious desires. Freud's theory of the unconscious mind posits that beneath the surface of conscious awareness lies a realm teeming with repressed thoughts, desires, and memories. These unconscious forces exert a powerful influence on human behavior and decision-making, often shaping our choices without our explicit awareness. At the heart of Freud's theory is the notion that many of our actions are driven by unconscious desires, stemming from childhood experiences, societal influences, and primal instincts. By bringing these hidden motivations to light, individuals can gain a deeper understanding of their behavior and its underlying drivers. Now, here's where things get really interesting. Understanding these unconscious desires isn't just some abstract concept. It's a game changer for anyone looking to influence others. Think about it. By tapping into these deep-seated desires, you can craft messages that strike a chord on a whole new level. Countless successful marketing campaigns and speeches have capitalized on the power of unconscious desires to sway opinions and elicit emotional responses. For instance, Coca-Cola's iconic Share a Coke campaign tapped into the universal desire for personal connection and belonging by featuring individual names on its bottles. This simple yet powerful strategy resonated with consumers on a deeply personal level, driving engagement and brand loyalty. Imagine what really matters to people, like feeling safe, being part of a group, or feeling proud of themselves. When you talk to them, use stories or images that make them think of these deep wishes without them even realizing it. This makes them more likely to listen to you because you're speaking to what their heart wants. Use symbolism and metaphor. Freud's work on dream analysis and the interpretation of symbols serves as a gateway to accessing the unconscious mind. According to Freud, dreams are like the whispers of the unconscious, revealing hidden truths and desires through symbolic language. Symbols and metaphors possess a unique power to transcend conscious thought and communicate directly with the audience's subconscious mind. Just like in dreams, symbols and metaphors speak directly to the subconscious, bypassing the rational mind and tapping into our primal instincts and emotions. Whether it's a striking visual, a memorable phrase, or a powerful story, these tools have the ability to captivate and inspire like nothing else. In a study in 2018 about the measurement of emotionality in language, Matthew D. Rockledge and his team discovered that when people try to convince you of something, they automatically start using more emotional language, packed with symbols and metaphors. It's like they're bypassing your logical brain and directly chatting with your feelings. This isn't just by chance. It's a learned trick that makes their message more memorable and persuasive. Freud's dream analysis unlocks the power of symbols, a language that speaks directly to the heart, enabling messages to bypass the walls of reason. So how can we harness the power of symbolism in our own communication? It's all about understanding your audience and speaking their language. Look for symbols that resonate with their values, desires, and aspirations. Use symbols, like a tree growing to represent success, or stories that make people think of things they deeply desire, like freedom or safety. This way, you're talking to their heart and mind without being direct, making your point more powerful. Address and alleviate fears and anxieties. Freud's theory of defense mechanisms provides valuable insights into how individuals cope with internal conflicts and anxieties. These mechanisms serve as psychological strategies employed by the ego to protect against distressing thoughts and emotions. Common defense mechanisms include repression, pushing uncomfortable thoughts into the unconscious, denial, refusing to acknowledge unpleasant realities, and projection, attributing one's own undesirable traits to others. Freud's identification of defense mechanisms guides us to address fears directly, easing anxieties and paving the way for genuine influence. So, let's talk about how we can use Freud's wisdom to our advantage. It's all about addressing those fears and anxieties head-on. Maybe your audience is worried about the future, or they have doubts about your product or message. By acknowledging these concerns up front and offering reassurance, you're not only easing their minds, but also building trust and credibility. It's like saying, "Hey, I get it, but here's why you don't need to worry." This preemptive approach can go a long way in fostering a positive and open-minded response. I already can imagine you guys are afraid this won't work for you, and this doesn't have any kind of effect. But let me reassure you, it's proven. In the 2017 study, Fear Responses to Threat Appeals from James Price Dillard, we learned that fear can actually motivate us to change our behavior, as long as the message also helps us deal with that fear. This method works because it doesn't just scare us, it also gives us a sense of control. Plus, by showing that you understand where your audience is coming from and genuinely care about their concerns, you're laying the foundation for a deeper connection. So next time you're facing objections or anxieties, remember to lead with empathy and reassurance. It's the key to overcoming obstacles and forging stronger connections. Trust is foundational to effective communication and influence. Create identifiable characters. Freud's concept of identification refers to the psychological process through which individuals model their behavior, values, and beliefs after significant figures in their lives, such as parents, siblings, or admired personalities. So we learn about ourselves and our place in the world by identifying with others. It's like looking in a mirror and seeing a reflection of who we want to be. Whether it's a role model, a celebrity, or even a fictional character, these figures shape our sense of identity and influence how we see ourselves. Think about your favorite movie or book. What makes it so compelling? Chances are, it's the characters and their stories. By creating identifiable characters that reflect your audience's experiences or aspirations, you're tapping into a powerful emotional connection. Whether it's a hero overcoming adversity or an underdog rising to the top, these narratives resonate because they speak to universal truths and struggles. When crafting your own communication materials, think about the characters you want to embody. What are their hopes, fears, and dreams? How can you make them relatable and engaging to your audience? Whether you're telling a story, giving a presentation, or writing a marketing campaign, remember to lead with authenticity and emotional engagement. Messages tailored to fit our personality are way more effective. It's like if you're a really adventurous person and you see a story about someone adventurous trying something new, you're more likely to think, "Yeah, I can do that too." Encourage your audience to see themselves in the characters you create, drawing on Freud's insights to foster a powerful emotional connection. After all, it's the characters and their journeys that stick with us long after the story ends. Balance rational and emotional appeals. Freud's structural model of the psyche, comprising the ID, ego, and superego, offers valuable insights into the interplay between emotional and rational drives in human behavior. The ID represents primal instincts and desires, operating on the pleasure principle and primarily driven by emotion. The ego serves as the rational mediator between the ID's impulses and the constraints of reality, balancing emotional needs with logical considerations. The superego embodies societal norms, values, and ethical standards, exerting a moral influence over decision-making processes. Together, these three components form a delicate balance between emotional and rational drives, shaping our thoughts, feelings, and actions. But how this balance plays out in effective communication, just like in Freud's model, successful messaging strikes a harmonious chord between emotion and reason. It's not enough to just appeal to one or the other, you've got to speak to both sides of the psyche. By weaving together emotional appeals that tug at the heartstrings with logical arguments that appeal to the intellect, you're creating a message that resonates on a deeper level. And let's not forget about ethics. Appealing to the superego by highlighting ethical considerations and moral values adds another layer of resonance and authenticity to your message. So how can you apply this balanced approach in your own communication efforts? Let's say you're promoting a new product. Instead of bombarding your audience with facts and figures only, remember to also tell a story that evokes emotion and showcases the benefits of your product in a relatable way. Highlight how it solves a problem or fulfills a need, appealing to both the heart and the mind. And don't forget to address ethical considerations. Show how your product aligns with values like honesty, integrity, and social responsibility. By striking this delicate balance, you're not just persuading your audience, you're forging a genuine connection that inspires trust and loyalty. All right, folks, it's time to bring it all home. As we journey back from the depths of the psyche, let's not forget to carry with us the pearls of wisdom gifted to us by Freud. His insights into the human mind aren't just academic curiosities, they're powerful tools that can transform our personal and professional lives. So, my friends, I encourage you to take what you've learned today and apply it with gusto. Whether it's understanding your own motivations and behaviors or connecting with others on a deeper level, let Freud be your guide as you navigate the twists and turns of life's journey. From the couches of psychoanalysis to the halls of academia, Freud's ideas have left an indelible mark on countless aspects of modern life and thought. His theories continue to shape our understanding of human behavior, influencing everything from psychology to literature to popular culture. At its core, Freud's life and work teach us that the greatest journey we can undertake is the one into the depths of our own minds. By understanding the intricacies of our unconscious desires, fears, and motivations, we unlock the key to personal growth and influence. Freud's insights remind us that true transformation begins from within, that by confronting our inner demons and embracing our authentic selves, we unleash the full extent of our potential. We get the challenges that keep you up at night and want to offer stories and solutions that touch your heart and spark your mind. So if you're ready for a journey where every step feels understood and every story gets you closer to your goal, hit that like button and subscribe. Join us, and let's navigate this adventure with the spirit of unity and the beat of progress, making every moment count. The path to mastery is not an easy one, but it is infinitely rewarding. As you embark on your own quest for self-discovery and improvement, remember the lessons we've learned from Freud. Be fearless in confronting the shadows that lurk within, for it is in facing our fears that we find our greatest strength.